Good morning everyone. How are you all today? I hope you all will be fine. So today we are going to read a new chapter from English literature. Okay, and your chapter is entitled as The Toys Talk About the World. Okay, The Toys Talk of the World. This is your chapter's name. Understood? And now students, this poem is about talking of the toys, what their perception about the world. Okay, as human being, as person, we people talk about our world, our parents, our plants, fruits, food. There are such things we talk about. So here in this poem, the toys are also talking about their world. Okay, so two main things which we read or which we learn before reading the poem, as I taught you that the lesson of the poem, what does the poem teaches you, that is the moral, and who is the poetess or poet of the poem. Understood? So who is the poet? Catherine Pyle. Catherine Pyle is the poetess of this poem. Understood? So now we will read this story line by line. Understood? So let's start. I should like, said the vase from the china store, okay, to have seen the world a little more. Now here is first line is talking about vase. Have you seen what is vase? Vase, that is a decorative, or you can tell a decorator instrument. Okay, it is used to decorate our homes. You have seen in vase you kept some of the flowers. Yes, it is like this. Can you see? It is like this. This is a flower vase. So what does the vase is saying that someone has buy this vase from a china store where these things we can purchase from that store. That is the name of a store. Understood? And I have seen the world a little more. So what does the vase want to do? The vase want to see the world little more. Okay, that vase want to see the world. Understood? Now what happened next? When they carried me here, I was wrapped up tight, but they say it really is a lovely sight. Now, the vase is saying that when I came to that store, I was totally wrapped. Wrapped means cover. It was totally covered. Okay, and that was and inside I was not looking at any of the world creatures, but now I am uncovered, unwrapped. Now I can see everything beside me. Understood? Now what does the next line says about? Yes, said a little plaster bird. Now there is a little plaster bird. Can you see here? Okay, so here is a little plaster bird. It is saying that yes, that is exactly what I have heard. Now what they are talking about? They are talking about the world is a very lovely sight. Okay, very amazing world, very beautiful world is there. Okay, and the bird is also agree with the vase. Okay, now there are thousands of trees and oh what a sight it must be when the candles are all light. Now they are talking. Who are talking here? The bird and the vase. They are talking that there are thousand of trees and what a wonderful sight. Sight means you know what? When you go around you, there are such plants that is very beautiful. That are all sights. Okay, when you look, it seems very beautiful. Understood? And this is it must be when the candles are all light. So they are imagining that it must be there are thousands of candles are alight. It seems like that. Understood? After that what happens? The fast top rolled on his other side. It is not in the least like that, he cried. Okay, now fast top rolled means there is a circle things or rounded thing which has been rolled inside, and it is also talking about something. What it is talking? Except myself and kite and ball, none of you know the world at all. Now what the round ball is saying that except me and kite, no one knows about the world. So now the ball is talking to whom? To the vase and to the bird. It is talking about the world, and it is saying that the ball is saying that you doesn't know anything. Me and kite are very well known enough for the world. We know the world better. Understood? Now what happened? Except myself and the kite and ball, none of you know of the world at all. Understood? Now, there are houses and pavements, hard and red, and everything spins around, he said. Now pavements, underline pavements, and write sidewalks on which people can walk in. Sidewalks, sidewalks spelling SIDEWALKS, sidewalks on which people can walk on. Understood? That is pavements. When you walk on the road, there are such places that is decorated or that is made for people's walking area, that is people walking area across the road, that is the pavements. Okay, it is called a pavements. And everything spins around, he said. So now the kite, okay, the kite and ball is elaborating about the world, how the world is look like. Understood? So they are confirming that we know better than you. Understood? Now sometimes it goes slowly and sometimes fast, and often it stops with a bump at last. Now what is the meaning of bump? B-U-M-P. Underline it and write it there. Action of something hitting a surface. When I throw something, like this is the scale, when I throw it and it just hit the surface, okay, okay, when you hit the surface, when this object hit the surface and the sound came, that is a bump. Okay, so that is a bump. Now you should write that action of something hitting a surface. Okay, so it is saying, the ball is saying about the world. Now there are something which is very fast. Okay, time is going very fast, and something is very slow. Okay, like lazy people, and they are very slow, they don't want to do anything. So these are symbolizes here. Now the wooden donkey nodded his head, and I heard the world was like that, he said. Now what the ball and kite is saying, so a donkey is also there, a toy, not a real donkey, it was a toy, and it is also saying that yes, they are right, I have also heard like that. So nodded, N-O-D-D-E-D, nodded means when you do like that, okay, that is nodding, whether you are saying yes, whether you are saying no. If you are doing like that, it means no, doing like that is yes. Okay, so like that. So you can write move head up and down to show agreement, okay, whether you are agree or not. Understood? The kite and the ball exchanged a smile, but they did not speak. It was not worthwhile. So now the kite and the ball said enough about the life, but they are not speaking that is worth it, that is very memorable, that is very good or beautiful. Okay, they are not saying a very good word for the world. Okay, so you know, the moral of the story is, the poem teaches us that we believe what we can see. We should, like if anybody is saying me that London is looking like that, yeah, or London is there are something which you haven't seen in London, so I will believe when I will see London. Understood? When I have not seen, when I have not been there at that such places, how can I believe that? Understood? So always believe when you see that thing. Understood? Don't go on hearing people's noises or talkings like stuff. Understood? So this was all about your chapter. So the poem teaches you, mark it and put a star mark, write it. The poem teaches us that we believe only what we see. Understood? There are such questions, such MCQs, okay, a reference to the contest I will make you to do. And there is one more thing, right? Scope. Imagine that your school bag begin to speak about the world. Write down 5 things that it would talk about. Understood? When you read the sentence, you will know what the question wants to say. Understood? So before solving any of the questions, first go through the poem. Wherever you won't understand, mark that line, snap that photo, or click that photo and send it to me. Okay, thank you.